Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to this Medieval 2 Total War online battle, a 2v2 siege battle, and today we are defending a wooden castle. So this one is going to be very exciting. This is one of the most intense siege battles I've ever played. We've got really good players with really good tactics, so I hope you enjoy this one. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time during this siege. You will not be able to tell who's going to win until the very end of this battle. So I really do hope you enjoy this one. And let's go ahead and check out the players and the armies that they're bringing to this battle. Starting with mine, I am bringing the Moors. And my ally over here is Scotland, commanded by Kochka 2023. His name used to be Kochka Panda, and I keep wanting to call him Kochka Panda, but no, it's just Kochka 23 now. And the two opponents today, we have France, commanded by Sutek, I think is how you pronounce his name. And we have England, commanded by Royal Guard. So right now, we are just in the bombardment phase. The rules for this game is max 2 wooden art. So no cannons were allowed, just because there's just a wooden wall here. So you don't really need cannons. And plus, it's really epic to watch, trebuchets fire in the background. So there they go. See if they kill anyone in this volley. Oh, they do! Look at that hit on some armored swordsmen. So that was a good hit there. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the army comps. Also for the rules, we had no elephants, no guns, max like 3 cav, and I think that's it. I do believe. And the money for this game was 20k for the defenders and 25 for the attackers. So looking at my army comp, I've got 4 dismounted Christian guard. They are the heart of my army, and my general is in the town center and he's with a Christian guard unit. And I have 2 peasant crossbowmen, I have a catapult, and I have 2 dismounted Arab cav. So they're like a spearman unit, just in case they bring enemy cav, or just in case the enemy brings cav, I should say. And then I have 4 urban militia with armored upgrades. They kind of look like Christian guard with armored upgrades. They're an okay unit. And I have 1 cav unit, Arab cav. And I have some desert archers. I've got 3 of them, and that's pretty much my army. Let's go ahead and look at my allies. There goes the first wall. The first wall. Alright, so Scotland has a trebuchet and a wooden ballista. There we go. And he has a general's bodyguard and 4 heavy pike militia. They're kind of like the last defense. They're waiting at the town center. And he has 3 dismounted feudal knights. And he has 2 noble highland archers. So he only brought 2 units of archers, but they're pretty good archers. And he has 2 noble swordsmen, very good fighters here. And he has 2 highlanders, light infantry, so a pretty decent unit. So overall, Scottish army here is pretty damn good. I would like him to bring more archers, but that's okay. It's not bad at all, especially with the trebuchet and ballista. Let's go ahead and check out the opponents now. Let's start with the French army. He brought a catapult that he's moving forward, and he's going to retreat from his catapult because he saw my my cav here moving out. So I guess he assumed that I was going for him. Actually, no, he's getting back on the catapult. No, he's leaving. I don't know what he's doing. But let's look at the rest of his army here. He's got 3 aventuriers, 2 standard crossbowmen. He has 2 dismounted chivalric knights and 3 dismounted feudal knights. And he has about 4 armored sergeants. He has a general's bodyguard. And he's got 1 unit here that I'm not really sure how to pronounce, but this is my guess. Vogier or something like that. It sounds like a high-end makeup store, but that's what I'm going to go with. And looking at the English army, he split his army in 2. We've got one side over here. We've got a trebuchet. He's got 4 armored swordsmen and 4 longbowmen. And over on this side, he's got 4 yeoman archers and 4 dismounted feudal knights. So the English army here, very good army. And he has a catapult that's destroying the walls right now, trying to take down the gate. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is a very, very intense. Oh, another good hit there. Look at that. That's going to be huge. Those armored swordsmen are very good. They're very good killers. So if we can kill them before they kill us, that'll be huge. So yeah, this is very intense. And You're gonna learn some new tactics in this one, because it's a lot different from having, you know, like a castle or stone walls. Archers are very important in this one, and all I'm gonna say is that we're outmatched in the archer department. I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 archers total, and they have like 13. So they outnumber us in the skirmish phase, or in the skirmish department, I should say. So this is a pretty long siege, so I might have to cut out some of it. Just cut out, you know, the boring parts, the movement of troops. Nothing crazy though. And look at this. He abandoned his catapult there. I'm keeping my cav nearby so I can scare him off, and we're kind of playing a cat and mouse game here. So here comes my Arab cav. I'm gonna charge him forward. I honestly want to kill the crew, but every time I send out my cav, he runs away. So that's good. I'm keeping him off the catapult, so that's less, you know, destruction from that. But now I'm gonna pretend that I want to go back in, and then once I see him charging out, I'm going to send my cav back after him. So like I said earlier, cat and mouse game here. And he's gonna run away, and I'm gonna run back. We're both stubborn. And we've got a trebuchet trying to kill all these archers. Now he's moving up his heavy infantry here, his like spear type unit. And here comes my cav charge. Oh, am I gonna get there? No, I'm not. I honestly really want to kill the crew so bad, and he's gonna get a volley off of crossbows, which is gonna be pretty deadly. But I got my archers up on the walls here, because I noticed that they're not firing as much anymore, so I'm gonna take the risk and put my archers up on the walls. And now I'm putting some suppressing fire on the French, using fire arrows. And here comes my cav again. Gonna send them back out there. Look at that. I love fire arrows, watching him fire. But he's got his heavy infantry protecting his catapult. So it's going to be pretty challenging trying to kill his catapult. And yeah, I'm going to get out of there. And there goes the other gate. And I think my cav breaks here. Yeah, they do break. So that was pretty useless of a charge, but again, it was a really cheap unit, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to get a couple more volleys off with my desert archers. Hey, hang on guys, I'm going to turn up my sound here, my music a little bit. I don't want this to be too quiet, but I don't want it to be too loud. My dilemma. Alright. And now they're desperate. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is kind of funny. He's trying to kill the enemy trebuchet, right? Well, this is my poor depleted cav. He shoots his trebuchet and it nearly hits all of my Christian guard, but instead it kills this already depleted Arab cav. This poor cav they just have the worst luck. And now I'm pushing forward my peasant crossbows, trying to put more suppressing fire on the French. Trying to kill as many archers as I can. This is pretty smart of the French player to move up his archers to kind of use as a meat shield and protect his crew here. But at this point, all I can do is sit back and try to dodge all the catapult fire. And I'm getting my archers off the walls because he's firing at the walls. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. Instead of fast forwarding, I just went ahead and cut it. That way the video is not too long. And we have the French being very aggressive here. Still having ammo. He could still knock down a couple towers, but he went ahead and attacked our walls here. And this is actually a pretty interesting move because me and Kochka, we didn't really have good communication. We're like, fight for the wall. At first I was like, run. Just run away from the walls. Get out of there. And then I noticed that one of his siege towers catches on fire. And I noticed that we had a lot of towers still alive. So I was like, you know what? We could probably actually fight for the walls. God, this guy loves to interrupt me. I swear. Alright, here he goes. See, I thought he was sending up his feudal knights, but actually he's moving up his noble highland archers. And now he's moving up the feudal knights. And this is the exact point where I'm like, alright, let's fight. And I'm sending forward my best units here, my Christian Guard. And I'm trying to support Scotland as much as I can.
The enemy have the walls. Drive them back.
See, he's got his archers unprotected here. So they're going to get sandwiched by the French. So this was a bad move by Kochka, leaving his archers unprotected. Now, originally it was a pretty good plan because this siege tower was destroyed. But again, he has ladders and he took the walls here. And this was partly my fault because I couldn't close the gap soon enough. So his men are going to be engaged in melee when they really shouldn't be. They should be firing their bows, getting more kills before they go into melee. But they should do all right in melee. They're pretty good. So here we go. We are defending the walls, which honestly I thought wouldn't happen. And then over here, again, I made another mistake. I wasn't focusing on this side. I was focusing mostly on this side. So I didn't even notice that England was pushing forward over here. So I've got some units that are caught and engaged in melee. And I wanted to retreat. As soon as I saw the English player, charge this way, I wanted to retreat, but I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to be engaged in melee here. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. And then he does a really good, smart move here. He puts his archers up on the walls. So this is why it can be tough sometimes. Oh, check this out, though. Oh, did you see that? That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Sorry, I'm talking like crazy. There's so much stuff going on. But this is a really good move here. Putting your archers up on the walls while your infantry fight on the ground. It gives your archers a very good angle. It looks like he's trying to kill my desert archers. They're using fire arrows. I was in the mood for fire arrows. I'm trying to kill the big blob of English troops here. But well done by Royal Guard, using his archers very effectively. Archers are going to be huge in this. And now they're pushing over on this side. And I have to send some units to block this choke point, because then he can come over here and surround my troops. So I've got some Arab cav and some urban militia. They're not going to last too long, but it's something. There's some Arab cav, and then I have some Christian Guard holding the gate. But I didn't see this till late. They were harassing me, firing at them with some longbowmen. I'm sorry, my commentary. I cannot talk today. But Scotland, he's desperately fighting off the French. The armored sergeants are actually doing a pretty good job. And I think he got his noble Highland archers out of there. So now he's using them to fire. And we do have some armored sergeants breaking off the wall here. They're going to retreat back home, go back to France. But we've got an epic fight for the walls right now. And honestly, I would continue this fight, but since we're losing the engagement over here, I think it's best to retreat all forces to the town center. See, this is what I was afraid of, and I honestly did not want to do this because they had so many archers. I know that if we just sit back in this town center, they're going to fire us to death. So this could be the game changer right here. The fact that I went for the walls and lost so many troops. And he's going to continue to fire his longbows. It looks like he's firing at some noble Highland archers. They're using fire arrows too, so I guess we're both in the mood to use fire arrows. He's trying to kill this blob of troops, help out my soldiers, but look at this. I had to split up my urban militia, my Arab cav, dismounted Arab cav, because they're flanking over here. So that's one thing you have to be very careful on in a wooden siege or a village, is trying not to get units caught out. Since I hold this choke point, they got caught out because I lost this choke point. That's in any kind of siege. You don't want to lose choke points and then leave units behind, because they'll get caught out and slaughtered. So make sure you manage your troops and make sure none of them get caught out. and we're just doing a full-on retreat. In fact, these guys are just breaking. Oh, our water tower. How dare them. And I've got some Hashishim. I'm trying to help the these feudal knights kill the armored sergeants. I'm really impressed by these armored sergeants. They're fighting to the end. Fighting to the last man. You usually don't see that with armored sergeants. Oh, by the way, I have 2 units of Hashishim. I completely forgot to tell you guys. So I told Kochka to just retreat, and that this was a failure of a wall defense. So right now, we've killed 41% and they've killed 44% of us. So this is a pretty close game so far, but I think it's in their favor as of right now. And poor Scotland, they're surrounded by the French, which is pretty ironic because the French and Scotland were pretty good allies. And there's another trebuchet fire. Oh, that one goes way over our army and hits the back wall there. So England conquered this wall, and he pretty much took this wall with the help of the French. The French are about to take this wall though, and we're running. We're running out of there. I've got my Hashishim running. His noble Highlanders, they better get out of there. Oh, maybe he wasn't paying attention here. I don't think he saw it coming. That's too bad because we really needed those noble Highland archers. So a very, very intense, action-packed beginning to the siege. And that's the risk you take on defending the walls. You can easily get overwhelmed and just slaughtered. But it's not over yet. Oh! Trebuchet shot destroyed our trebuchet, which is terrible news for us. I got peasant archers, or peasant crossbowmen, on the hill here, firing at the English as they run by. And it looks like he's sending his yeoman archers up on this wall. Look at this. He's trying to set up archers all over the place, which is pretty smart. And here comes Scotland. This is actually a really good mood. He's going to get his yeoman archers off guard here. See, that's the problem with sending archers all over the place. It's just more troops to micro. And look at that. They break. It's really good. Really good move here by Kochka. See, he's got archers over here. He's got archers over here. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a really good strategy. It's just a lot to micromanage. And there goes the other trebuchet destroyed. And this is my strategy right now. Is moving up one desert archer unit at a time so they can absorb all the fire. So I've got one unit in there, and then I've got 2 more ready to go once this unit dies. So look at all the Aventurier over here. Look at, it's just so much fire from the enemy. And then he's flanking around with some longbows, some armored sergeants, or armored swordsmen, excuse me. And I accidentally left my Hashishim. I forgot about them and they stopped running. So they're kind of left behind right now. And this is a pretty smart move here by Scotland. He's keeping his pikes healthy, keeping them away from the enemy archers. So he has them in this little alleyway. So it looks like England, he's going to retreat his forces because we're putting some decent suppressing fire onto him. Ooh, trebuchet really hurting my peasant crossbows right now. And now I'm moving over my peasant crossbows because I see that Scotland is having some difficulty fighting all the yeoman archers, so I really need to get my crossbows over here. My crossbows can do a lot of damage, and this is a pretty good angle for them. So they have to crank it up right now. Crank up their crossbows. There they go. They're going to get some good shots off, and we have the towers turned on here, which is pretty good. So this is a battle of the bows. We are outnumbered that's for sure. But we're trying to use our resources the best we can. Oof. I'm trying to move my catapult in a decent position. There's a giant tree in the way, but I should be able to get a couple good volleys off. And this is a pretty smart move here by Royal Guard. Royal Guard is really using the walls effectively here, putting his archers up here, and then now he's about to use his feudal knights. And I think he's going to try to go after the Scottish archers, the Highland noble, or noble Highland archers. And this is pretty funny over here. I'm using my peasant crossbowmen. I'm killing this feudal knight unit. Look at this. Look how many I've killed. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And this is where I noticed that my Hashishim were getting harassed. See, if you look over here, I lost a couple to archer fire. I run them back even closer to my town center, but they're still in the way. And look, Royal Guard doing the same thing over here with his longbowmen. And he's going to get some really good volleys off on some very important units, like the pikemen here. And England was asking for help. I wasn't paying attention. It would have been a great opportunity to surround this feudal knight unit, but that was my fault. I was not paying attention. But that's alright. I left my Hashishim over here to protect the noble Highland archers. He's going to get some good volleys off on the dismounted English knights here. So we are just getting killed from all sides. We've got the French over here attacking this main hill. There goes a catapult fire. So he's getting some good shots off. Again, I'm just sending, here goes another desert archer unit, sending one at a time to try to absorb all the archer fire. If I can save the infantry, that's all we need. And he's moving up his catapult too. And then we have the English over here harassing the poor Scottish pikemen. Look at this. Look how many he killed. Look how many he killed. And then we have more English longbow or yeoman archers over here. So we are in a pickle, and this is not looking good. They've killed 55%, or they've killed 64%, and we've only killed 55%. Still pretty close, but it's starting to get heavily in their favor.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Look at this. I mean, how do you survive this? I don't know. Oh. There we go. Killed 3 there. It's better than nothing, I guess. And we have some longbowmen breaking. They're very tired, which is good. Those fire arrows are working, destroying their morale. By the way, guys, I streamed this game live, so about 6 people saw this live. So if you want to see me stream live games, be sure to add me on Twitch. You can see it in the description, the link. I don't have a schedule, but I will stream in certain afternoons, and I'll let you guys know through YouTube, Twitter, and also if you follow me, you'll get an email saying that I'm streaming right now. So just a heads up. And look at all my poor desert archers. Bless them. Using them as a sacrifice. Oh my god, look at all those arrows. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And the longbowmen are back. So this is my goal. If we can win, if we can survive the skirmish, we will win this battle. If they have to come up this hill and fight us in melee, we will win. But so far, they are destroying our numbers with their skirmishing. They're just killing all my archers, killing a lot of the pikemen and the heavy infantry that I have. Again, I'm keeping my general for the final fight. I like to do that all the time. And now it looks like England is going to retreat from this side. It's just too much to handle, and he's going to give up his position. But remember, we still have the English forces on this side, and they have a lot of troops over here. And I'm pretty much down to like a handful of infantry. I've got some Hashashim here that they only have 20 men in there. I've got urban militia with 31. I have my general's bodyguard, which is at 59 now. And I have no more desert archers. The desert archers are gone, destroyed. I've got one desert archer. One desert archer. But this guy, he's a badass, and you'll see why. You will see why. So now I'm moving up my catapult even closer. I do have the 2 peasant crossbowmen. And here is another Hashashim unit. So here we go. England is pushing down this road. So I'm trying to set up some crossbows right here. Because I knew my crossbows would do a very good job against the English. Even though they outnumber me. With the support of the towers, I should last a pretty long time. And I have more support coming. Here's another urban militia unit. They have 29 in there. And then I've got some dismounted Christian guard with 4 and 2. I'm using every single man in this battle. This is what it's come down to. So he's got his archers moved up here, and he has his armored swordsmen kind of behind this wall here, protecting them from enemy, or protecting them from my fire, from my crossbow fire. But they're not my priority right now. I know that I can beat the melee units if they just come and fight us. The problem is the archers. So I'm really trying to kill them. And now I'm setting up my my infantry up on the walls, because I'm going to sneak to the walls and attack the longbowmen. But England, he sees that. He's not stupid. So he's going to move up his armored swordsmen and block any kind of attack. Look at this. We've got a cav charge from Kochka. Or, yeah, I think it's Kochka. Kochka, or however you pronounce it. And he's going to... Looks like he killed one unit there. One guy. What are they doing? They're like gangbanging one guy. What are they doing? Who are they killing? Oh, this poor guy. And they didn't even kill him. What the heck? That was hilarious. So now we're engaged. And with the help of the towers, this should be a pretty close one. And I have my urban militia coming up here to help fight. Defeat seems certain for the English, which is good for us. And we've got one heavy pike militia unit over here. And this was really frustrating to watch at this point, because I thought they were out of ammo, but no. They still have a ton of ammo, and this poor pike unit, a very important unit, is taking the fire. But I guess at this point, somebody has to take the fire. Somebody has to absorb the archer ammo. And look at this, one lone desert archer still alive. What a badass. He's dodging all the arrows and firing one fire arrow at a time. Oh geez, there goes the cow meat. Look at this. See if this one arrow kills anyone. No, it was too far. Okay, this is where it's huge. Okay, I noticed that the English were trying to charge for this wall and get around my troops. I'm sending my like 6 men to hold them back. Very brave Christian Guard. It's what they do. And now I'm sending another unit of Hashashim to help support them. And Scotland, this is huge, sees the opportunity to strike and surround the English forces. This is a lot of troops we're going to cut off here. Look at this. He breaks this longbow unit. And my Christian Guard, they fought to the death. They will always be remembered. So now I'm just trying to keep him in the road as long as possible with my Hashashim. In Scotland, he's going to charge some troops up on the wall to help finish off the armored swordsmen. And he also has a unit of heavy pike militia. He's putting them up on the walls as well. So look at this very brave stand with my Hashashim. The balance of of forces is evenly matched. So Hashishim are very, very good in close quarters. They can fight off so many units. So I was a little worried here because I saw Scotland go up the wall, and I really didn't want these English troops to get out of here alive, because this is a great opportunity to kill them, to slaughter them, because they have no support. And now he's pushing over on this side, and we have the French moving forward with some infantry. So this is going down. This is now or never. We survive this or we don't. So my peasant crossbows, they got engaged there in melee. I wasn't trying to get them in melee. I was just trying to get them out. And I see that the Scottish troops here are getting surrounded. So I had no other choice but to send my general that way. But he's very far away, so hopefully he can get there in time. So there goes my last Christian Guard unit. Look at England desperately trying to take this surrounding. And over here, we are killing the English. We surrounded them, we broke them, and now we slaughter them. And this was really, really good teamwork here with Couchka here. Kochka, I don't remember. And then here we go. Here comes a armored swordsman unit. They kind of snuck past my Hashishim, and they're gonna get the Scottish from behind, but that's okay. My Christian Guard are here, and they are breaking. The English are breaking. They're tired. They saw a lot of their own troops die, and here comes the French trying to take the glory at the last second. This is a very intense fight. A very, very intense fight. So I'm holding them back with urban militia and the Scottish pikes here. And this is basically what we have. And look at... Oh, there goes the English general. That is huge. That is huge. And because the English general has been slain, the English forces break. And there's some hope in this siege. They've still killed more than we've killed of them. But that is changing quickly. And this is what we want. We want to be engaged in melee. They've probably ran out of ammo there. So they're charging, they're pushing. And I've got my peasant crossbows. My peasant crossbows they've been a very, very, very useful unit in this siege. I know I only brought 2 of them, but they were like fighting over here. They were fighting the English off over here. Now they're fighting over here, keeping the French back. Very effective. A crazy fight over here. This hill, absolutely crazy. But the good news is that most of his army were archers. So they're not going to do well in melee. And just like that, England has been destroyed. They had really good tactics there. They attacked from different sides, put pressure on us from different sides. But the problem is that his army was so spread out that we could out micro him because he was so busy focusing on different battle fronts that he just got out microed. But nonetheless, very, very well played there by Royal Guard, really using those walls in his advantage. Well played. Well played. And here comes the Scottish general looking for revenge. Look at this, he's going to kill the catapult crew here. Those bastards killed all our troops. And now he's going to try to get a glorious charge in the backs of the French here. Trying to get them to break. Look at this glorious charge. He's going to retreat out of there. So he's breaking one unit at a time. And It's mostly his archer units because they're so tired. They've been firing their crossbows and bows for so long. Our lines are kind of thinning here, but that's okay. We still have a lot of forces. A couple reserves here. I've got some Hashishim, which are very good. Very, very good. They'll hold the line. And then the ballista here, getting some kills. Let's watch this get a couple volleys off. Oh. I don't know. I couldn't tell where that went. Or did it fire or what? I don't know. Oh, there goes the Scottish general fighting bravely in the backs here. Here comes the French general. He's going to charge over here, keep his men inspired. So this is my general unit now engaged in melee. If we can kill the French general, this game is ours. And now it's even, 83% against 83%. A very good fight indeed. Very good. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so far this is it. This is all that's going on in this battle. It's just this epic grind for the town center.
Our enemy foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
So I definitely have to say here that this is the reason why this is so intense of a siege battle is because we were outplayed and our armies were outmatched and somehow we still got the victory. By the way, here's that one archer still alive, still kicking ass. Anyways, I think the turning point of this siege battle is how patient me and Couchka was. We waited and waited for the enemy to make their move. And then how we surrounded the English. That was huge here, and we killed the general. That was the turning point of the siege. And here comes the sneaky French general coming over here to charge in the backs of my poor peasant crossbowmen. And I didn't see this until it was too late. Scotland, he saw it, but again, it was too late. His units were too slow. And he's going to get a charge off. But this is his general unit. If we can kill him, we can destroy the morale of his troops. There we go. We're killing most of them. Oh, there goes my general. He died to some aventurier. Come on. Where's his general? Kill him. Look at him. He gives no fucks. He does what he does, and he gets out alive. Can you believe that? He gets out alive, which is just ridiculous. But the French are running out of troops. Again, they mostly had crossbowmen, so they're not going to last too long. And then my forces are charging after the general, but there's no hope in catching him. Look at this. This is just a big old charge. The French are doing a last-minute push. And there is a huge break. His men give up hope. They're exhausted. They tried. They really did. They tried to break our lines, but it just wasn't enough. And we're going to come out here with victory. But look at the general fighting against my Christian guard. He's the last general to stand. But will he stand to the end? Look at him. He's diving into the pikes. Oh my god. Now he's running in place. That crazy general. He's gonna charge into the town center. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's like, this is mine now. We won. I don't care what happens. Now he's just slaughtering. Look at one by one, slaughtering my peasant crossbowmen. That bastard.
Rejoice. The infidel general lies dead.
But finally he dies. And this one is over. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It was very intense. And hopefully you learned some new tactics. Make sure to bring some archers to a wooden castle type of siege. And here's the end results. We have like 200 men remaining, me and Kochka, or Couchka. And I got 1,075 kills. Again, remember, a lot of the tower kills, all the tower kills go to my stats. So some of the tower kills are Couchka's. And he got 590 kills with 132 prisoners. Royal Guard got 600 with 123. And France got 809 with 52 prisoners. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.